I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at realmoney.com. Every night we watch the same shows, Fast Money and Mad Money, and we want to use those ideas to grow our money. Well, good trading takes more than just writing down the tickers you see on TV every night and punching the buy button the next morning. I can help you know when to buy these 3 stocks I saw on TV. Today let's look at Westport Innovations, Verizon, and Oracle. Yesterday some news crossed the tape on Westport Innovations, and that is that they're launching a co-marketing program with Shell to develop a market for liquid natural gas vehicles, okay? In other words, the things that run on something other than the gasoline, right? So what happens to the stock? The stock jumps up like 20%, which is a really cool thing, and frankly, right out of the gates, I don't think this is done going up. I mean, that sounds kind of like a big deal. 20% move in a day, though. Are you going to buy this thing? I think that's tough to do, but look, this is a base. This is a long base, multi-month base, which we don't see too much these days. Everything seems like it's going straight down to 0, bouncing off of that to 1. But now here, if we get any kind of move out of this base, I think Westport goes much higher. You can see where it's gone over the last several years, so I think this move has some juice. Just wait for it to clear resistance. Or if you get a gift, and I don't think you're going to do it, I don't see Santa Claus around here. If you get a gift and the stock falls back to the 200-day or 40-week moving average, that's an ideal buy point, but I think you're going to instead be buying a breakout. Now, what about Verizon? New phone supposed to hit the stores today. New Droid phone, Android, whatever. I got tired of fighting the Droid wars a long time ago, but it's still a pretty powerful operating system. So what are we going to do with Verizon here? Look, here's all I really need to know is a 5.5% dividend. Stock is closing in on the 200 and the 50-day moving average, so it is technically in a downtrend if you're just going to look at those 2 key moving averages. You can see it here, lower lows, lower highs. But this could be the deal. If that phone has some wide acceptance, this could be the deal that pushes Verizon higher. I'm not thinking so much about the upside. Instead, what I'm thinking about in Verizon is that there's not a whole lot of downside that I think is going to be in this stock because of this big yield. So I would still just continue to buy this stock on any kind of dips. Just remember, if you're buying it for the dividend, this is an annual thing, so don't turn it into a day trading stock. Buy it today and sell it next Tuesday. That's not what you do with high yielding stocks. And last but not least is Oracle. Last night on Fast Money, first trade today, Karen Feinerman says she likes Oracle. I think she's made that call recently before, and you know, she's so far doing well because the stock bottomed back here in mid-August. Now, what do we have? Well, we got a higher low relative to this. We had our big washout volume-wise back here at this level. So now I see that there's a lot more room for Oracle to move upward than there is for it to move downward. In any event, if you're long this stock, just keep a kind of a protective stop down below that level. Even if you get stopped out and you have to buy it back, that's fine. But this is a really nasty market. You know, just because of there was good news out of Europe yesterday doesn't mean that problem's solved. So if that thing rears its angry head, we could see a massive liquidation. Not raising any alarm bells. All I want to do, or ringing I should say, we don't raise alarm bells. We ring them. We raise flags. I'm not ringing any alarm bells. What I'm saying is that if you use a protective stop on all of your positions, at least you can sleep well at night. Okay, that's it for today. Look, I need you to do 2 things for me right now. First, get over to realmoney.com and subscribe. I publish articles 4 times a week. They're called Fitzbits with a bunch of charts in there and a bunch of good trading ideas. Look, all you need to do is take one of them with minimal shares and you're going to pay for your subscription to Real Money. So stop being a couch potato and get over there and do it. Also, you can go over to stockmarketmentor.com, sign up for my chart of the day email. I send them to you every evening. Videos about 5, 6, 7 minutes in length detailing a trade that I think you can make right here, right now. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.